Come meditate, come conversate for the victims murdered or missing. While they rest in peace, let's find our inner peace. Take out the enemy, look what you did to me. These cases are unsolved, so let's get involved to try to solve them all.
Hello. It is Queen Key here with an episode of Meditation and Murder. So I just want to talk about briefly why I started this podcast. So meditation to me is important with finding oneself and meditating for peace for others. Missing and murder victims no longer have a voice, so I do want to be that voice for them. A lot of the cases do go ignored or get swept under the table, so I just want to be able to remind you of those missing and murdered victims. As of 2020, you guys, there are over 540,000 people missing in the United States. As of 2019, there are 6,500 unsolved or cold cases and about 40,000 unidentified victims. So again, I do want to be a voice for those victims because those are a lot of people who don't have a voice, and sometimes people are looking for them, sometimes people are not. So it means a lot to me to come out and be able to speak for these people. If you do have any cases that you feel like you want to share with me or you want me to broadcast on this show, feel free to send me an email at info.meditationandmurder@gmail.com. So again, that's info.meditationandmurder with an N at gmail.com. Anytime you have any open cases or anything that you are interested in letting me know or you want me to look into, just send an email to that. So every episode, we will do 3 cases. I will always start off with a missing person. I will then do a murdered victim or unsolved murder, and then I will do a unidentified victim. So we're going to start here with, this is Lori Ann Boffman. She was last seen on August 5th of 2006. She was born on June 6th. She's right there at the top. She was born on June 6th of 1961. She was 45 years old at the time she went missing. She's about 5'8", 5'9", 180 pounds. She does suffer from diabetes, and she does have a mental disorder that was not specified in any of the case documents. She does wear glasses. So the day before Lori went missing, which would have been August 4th of 2006, she did hit the lottery and she won $1,000. So the day she was last seen, she was dropping off a loved one. However, because she was driving crazy, they asked to just be let out of the car because she didn't seem like she was in a good state of mind. Lori had just purchased over like $500 worth of food, which for her party, she was planning a get together or something along the lines, and she had ordered $500 worth of food, which she never showed up for. Her 1992 blue Mercury Sable, which is shown here, was located the next morning around 5:30 a.m. on the lawn of a library near Sheehy Street on the east side of Youngstown, Ohio. The only library I was able to find was called Youngstown and Mahogany Library, but it does not show Sheehy Street, so I wasn't able to provide a picture of where the car was located. But it was located at the time on Sheehy Street at the east side of Youngstown, Ohio. So the car had appeared to be involved in a car accident, a minor collision, but no one's on the scene. They found her keys. Where keys were still in the ignition, the car was still running, and the door was open to the vehicle. When they looked inside the vehicle was investigated, or the things they found inside, they did see that she had left her glasses as well as vehicle documents inside of the car. So if it was some kind of minor collision, for her not to have her glasses and to leave the insurance or, vehicle documents in the car, that's a major red flag there. When she left out that day as well, she did leave her ID, her medication, and her purse. She left her purse there as well. So from my indication of that, that looks like she was just trying to make a quick run to drop off her loved one and then return back to the home. But unfortunately, she never made it back to the home. So this case is currently being investigated by the FBI here in Dallas, Texas. She would have went missing from 6:30 p.m. on August 5th, in between the hours of 6:30 p.m. on August 5th up until 5:30 a.m. on August 6th. Those are the times she was last seen dropping off her loved one and the time her car was found. If you do have any information, please contact the FBI with Dallas at 972-559-5315. And she is also known to have family here in Dallas, Texas as well, which they're saying she may have been in contact with them if anything was to happen to her. She does leave behind 3 children as well, and it's not known for her to leave her kids. She did reside on Holly Drive in Gyryd, Ohio, and again, her car was found in Youngstown, Ohio. So that is Lori Ann Boffman. My murder victims are unsolved murder cases for Trina Riley, 18, and Caden Johnson, who was 2 years old. They were murdered in their own home on April 30th of 2019. They did reside in the 5900 block of Ferris Avenue in St. Louis, which is near the Hayden's block or Hayden's rectangle. That Hayden's rectangle is the area where the chief of St. Louis, Chief Hayden, decided that there would be extra surveillance, extra police patrol in that block here in that little rectangle, triangle looking thing you see in the top. That is an area where he wanted police to be more active because it was high crime rate there. So they were murdered right around the corner from that rectangle. So they did live in a high crime area. Again, she was only 18 and Caden was 2. It is said that Trina did try to protect herself and her child. She did run to the closet and try to hide, but the suspect did locate them in the closet. He shot about 6, he or she shot about 6 to 7 times and left both of them for dead. They did, they sped off in the car. Neighbors say at this point, because from the way South St. Louis is already a high crime area, near this area is already high crime rate. So at this point, it has me thinking either neighbors just don't want to say anything, or it's just because of the lack of police patrol, because they're already monitoring Hayden's rectangle, that the investigation is just not moving further. There's no car description, there's no suspect description, but yet neighbors are saying they seen someone run in, shoot them, leave, and sped off. They hear tires screeching, all of this, but no one has anything about the car. The part I wanted to point out is that the house was located near an ATM. It's also located near First Cash Pawn Shop, also located near a Goody Goody Diner, along with a hair store on either corner, meaning that there has to be a camera within that vicinity that's seen something. Again, the date of this is April 30th of 2019. If anyone knows any information, you will contact Crime Stoppers, and that number is 314-444-5371, and this is Crime Stoppers or St. Louis Homicide, 314-444-5371. The father of Caden Johnson was investigated, or he was given the call that the mother of his child and his son were murdered while he was on his way to work. So I'm not sure if that has cleared him or if he's still being investigated. But at the time that he got the call, he was on his way to work. Trina has no known enemies based off of her neighbors and family and friends that were investigated. So this literally has to be somebody knows something. If you know something, please contact the 314-444-5371. Next, we have our unsolved or unidentified victim here. She was found on July 19th, 2021 at the Brooklyn Motel Inn here. This is located at 140 Hamilton Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, 11231. Sophie was found unresponsive at the hotel on this day. She does have multiple tattoos. She's expected to be the age 25 to 35. Um, like I said, she has multiple tattoos. So she has one here that is on her, the symbols are located on her right wrist. She also has feathers. Look, this one in the picture, this one is located on the right side of her chest with feathers and a passage written in cursive. The next one is on her back, the middle of her back. It appears to be a dream catcher, along with another passage written in cursive. She was last found, or she had on her leopard print sneakers with white laces. She was wearing a black choker style necklace made from a shoelace with a yellow colored and white stone pennant with a lion on it. And she did have on a brown and black bracelet on her. The Brooklyn Motor Inn does not have any known criminal activity. It actually is in a decent area, so for her to be found unresponsive alone does raise more red flags. If you do have any more information on Sophie or possibly know who she is, again, she is unidentified, ranging from 25 to 35. Contact Brooklyn PD at 646-610-5000. So I will have a brief slideshow to show the victims' pictures again, the cars, and the Hayden's rectangle, and the tattoos of the picture or of the victim that's unidentified. And on that note, I do want to end with a meditation fact. Normally, it will start with a meditation fact, but my meditation fact for today is meditation does appear to increase compassion. It also helps make our compassion more effective. So I chose this fact today because like I said, this podcast was created for us to meditate and bring peace and justice for these victims. So I feel by us meditating at the end of every episode, it not only helps release just, the negative connotation of what we're talking about, but to also bring peace and compassion, justice towards those families, because these families are going through it, trying to locate their missing victims, trying to figure out who has taken them away from them, all of that. So meditation does not appear, or it does appear to increase compassion. So by us sitting here and meditating for others, it does help us, bring them some kind of peace, you guys. So every episode, we will meditate for 4 minutes. This is completely optional. It will be off screen. There will be a calming, relaxing meditation sound in the background. Again, this is completely optional to meditate. I will be off camera, and again, it'll be for about 4 minutes. Then we'll come back and say our goodbyes, show the slideshow one more time, and go from there. So here we go for our 4 minutes of meditation. All right, guys, I just want to thank you guys again for tuning in. Tonight, we did discuss the missing victim of Lori Ann Boffman, who went missing on August 5th of 2006. We did talk about the unsolved murder of Trina Riley and Caden Johnson, who were murdered on April 30th of 2019 in St. Louis, and an unidentified victim, possibly Sophie, age 25 to 35, found unresponsive in the Brooklyn Motel Inn. If you do have any information, please contact the numbers given previously or send the info to info.meditationandmurder@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you have a great rest of your night.